Well, Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's trash. Back.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Man up, D. Man up, D. Hey, 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCord. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson, and he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
On the run, this is Jackson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Green 80. Mike 5-4. Hey, D-line, let's get it. Bang out. Bam. Rush in. Rush. Max box. Mike is checking crack. Go 14. Switch Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Check no. Wait. Let's go. Safety creep. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On second down now, it's Jackson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
50's a Mike. Danny.
Throwing again. McCord. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. You know what it is?
Ooh, good hit.
Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Hey, pick it up, defense right there. He's checked it, he's checked it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Man, this Seahawk team is the shit. This Seahawk team is the shit. It's the first quarter. I'm winning 24-0.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first
did it
half,
on
I
you
might
too.
say, oh, you just need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? I'm sorry about that. But normally,
it's
I'm
crazy.
Preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half,
Who?
you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Beat me up today. Go.
Oh, yeah.
Check 43.
Back to throw. McCord. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Oh, you mean the guy that got the Dolphins?
They've got a completion, and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in.
No, I know you played the Dolphins, though.
No, I didn't play the Dolphins. I played the Giants. But maybe it's the Sim team, the Colts, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Colts.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Wow.
Looking to throw. McCord. Johnson's got it complete.
Yeah, man, it's hard to beat them Chiefs, man, with them 2 burners on the outside and Kelsey in the middle.
On the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And I got Zeke coming back next week.
In the middle of the field, working against those safeties, and you know, partner.
And Donald.
The wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
You forgot about here, huh?
The big play has him all the way out near
I gave that dude, he didn't want to sign him, man. I gave him a first-round pick, bro.
First down.
Oh, shit, big asshole.
And taking it
And it cleared. He ain't had the money to keep him. He can. He's like, get a first-round pick now or lose out for next year. You know what I mean?
Broncos first down.
Yeah.
First down, they go right back to Cohen.
But you kind of right. I mean, I'm really not generating a lot of pressure with him
Good job there
because I got Chris
Of
Jones.
course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC
Yeah.
Defensive Player of the Week.
So I'm trying to trade. I'm trying to trade Frank Clark.
You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays.
Yeah.
You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays
30.
are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamentals.
Man, I put on the thing. Give me a second-round pick for him.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one.
Yeah, that's my Chiefs. That's my Chiefs and Sim King.
Games in your career. Do you believe
Yeah, he X Factor
I
too.
think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago.
He a beast. Don't get me wrong. I'm not getting
he's
what I
feeling
want
it in a
out of
big
it because I got Donald too.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. From the gun, McCord. eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he got that pass off.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right side.
Thought he got that pass off.
But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, because it's the final week for Sim King for trades, too. Yeah, it's Sim King.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Hey, Haywood. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Check. Check.
Yeah.
On 4th down, McCord. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down.
Yeah, he decent.
The defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Yeah.
He'll be brought
no,
down
it's Frank Clark I'm trying to trade.
after a gain of only a couple. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Only reason why I'm not asking for a first is because he's in his last year of his contract. No, I got to buy.
Here's Wilson out to his left. He's going to take off with it.
Yeah, they're still trading.
On the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game.
I'll accept it after this game.
With their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Yeah.
Check 31. Check 31. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So
he ain't really for block shit. He an edge rusher.
1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's able to find Wallace. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Bad pass.
The 2nd down and 10.
Almost threw a pick.
Knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand.
Almost threw a pick.
The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Now I don't go back to work until tomorrow.
It's Jackson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so
Everybody doing
short.
okay.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards
Get
away.
in there. There you
and
go.
This one is right down the middle. And the lead increases even
Everything's
further.
coming okay so far.
27-0.
You know, they shut down all the bars and nightclubs
So far,
in California.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well.
Well, I don't never get tips anyway, but this the fact that we fall underneath for the category is restaurant, we not shutting down. So that means everybody that wanted to go to a bar gonna try to come to us. Nah, we don't get stragglers, but they're going to be coming over now, though, for sure.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and 13. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Gotcha.
Got his man complete.
Ooh, he got me. Hell of a play. I said he just hit me with a bomb and got it, too.
A huge play there for Denver. 59 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Wow. Right.
Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, McCord.
Right.
And a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 21 yards away. As they
ain't going to be able to do no, they don't have no football season. What you get from that at 21 is going to be what they are for the ratings. Ain't going to be no adjustments.
8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
He trying to play a little bit.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
Go ahead and send a trade. I'll get it when I get done this game.
Let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. You're not ready. You're not ready. Kill. Gun. Hey, turn it up.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. Oh, he sheds himself free. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, Jackson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him, boy.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On the move to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. On third down, Wilson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on,
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready?
To throw again. McCord. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The 60 Pittsburgh. Yeah. 45. Hey, Charlie. Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCord, and that is incomplete.
I hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
36 power.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, let's go. Go. Wild Bill. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Here we go. Mike 51.
Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. They run again with Jackson. And some room to roam now. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Too little, kill. Run fast. Kill. Turn up. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 54 is much.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw on second down. McCord, that's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Bravo! Get it!
On first down, McCord. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, down in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start here with Jackson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go right here. Check 4, check 4. Check 50, check 50. Check 37, check 37. Hey, check 24, check 24. Kill.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it with Jackson. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Check left.
On the ground, this is Jackson. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's go.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Steps away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 34 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strong right. Strong right. 4 down. 4 down.
Hey, rock it.
Check. Watch twist.
Throwing again. McCord. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 3rd down, McCord. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
All day, defense, all day.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now it's Jackson. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike 91. Army. 25. Check 25. Zebra. 91 is the mark.
Throwing is Wilson.
Let's bring it.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down. McCord, and it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Back to throw. McCord, this is caught. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
70, ready?
From the gun, McCord. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7.
You can't block me. Showtime. Shabelle. Watch switch.
On 1st down, Jackson. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's something like there's heavy casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Sit up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCord going right side here, and that's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. McCord. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So now then, the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. And they take a knee. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.